I think we all can agree that plain oatmeal is disgusting. It's a boring bowl of mush that doesn't taste good at all. But one man will change the way you look at oatmeal. And that man is Oat Boy. One oat at a time. There are 3 common reasons why people do not like oatmeal, and I call these the 3 T's. Taste, texture, trauma. Number 1 being taste, and I think we all can agree that if oatmeal is not cooked right, it sucks. If it's just plain oatmeal with no toppings or mix-ins, it's gonna be boring. There's no flavor or seasoning or any type of sweetness. If you grew up eating cereal, bacon, or eggs, it's gonna be a total letdown in comparison, if you can't make it correctly. Number 2 is texture, and I think we all can agree that texture and taste go hand in hand, because if you don't like the texture, the taste will be... One of the main reasons why people do not like the texture of oatmeal is its mushiness. Oatmeal's cooler brother has crunch, nuttiness, and a sweetness texture, while oatmeal is almost glue and gooey-like, which can be off-putting for a lot of people. Number 3 is trauma or bad past experiences, but I like to call it oat trauma.
Texture also can be a huge factor for a lot of people and the reasonings for liking or disliking foods like sushi, oysters, tofu, or squishy grapes. And I do not like squishy grapes.
I'm sure someone's made oatmeal for you and they clearly didn't know how to make it correctly, and it just tasted terrible, and they probably forced you to eat it. This is actually called taste aversion. Our brains use past experiences to guide our future behavior, so if we have a bad experience with a certain food, our brain thinks that food is bad and wants to avoid it in the future. Another example is when you're at a hotel's complimentary buffet and then there's like a huge soggy bowl of oatmeal in like this metal container, and it makes you want to crawl in a hole and never eat it again. But enough on why people do not like it and more on how to start loving it. If you want to start liking oatmeal, you want to figure out what flavors you like. You can add cinnamon, honey, maple syrup, coconut sugar, cocoa, vanilla extract, chocolate, nut butter, nuts, berries, banana, or anything your heart desires. The name of the game is to figure out what you love. I have plenty of oat recipes on my TikTok and Instagram, so you can go check that out. And for me, I like almost every flavor except matcha, but specifically chocolate, so let's make some. Oats, oat milk, cocoa, vanilla extract, salt. Pause. I've seen too many people not add salt to their oats, and it's one of the crucial steps to making good oatmeal. Oats have a subtle, like really subtle, nutty and sweet taste, and adding just that little pinch of salt can bring out those flavors. Pour on a medium-low heated pan, stirring frequently until your oats are cooked to your desired liking, and for me this is 5 to 8 minutes. Transfer to a bowl and add some chocolate and nut butter if you're feeling a Reese's type of vibe, and devour. Oh, but Trace, I don't like the texture. Well, funny you say that, so let's make some baked oats. When you bake oatmeal, the heat in the oven removes the moisture from the oatmeal to help create a more cake-like texture. And when it's baking, you can add some nuts, seeds, or fruits for a little crunch and chewiness to help counteract that mushy texture.
Half a cup of oats, cinnamon, half a nanner, 1 teaspoon coconut sugar, 1/4 teaspoon baking powder, splash of vanilla, 1/2 tablespoon of chia seeds, 1/3 cup of milk. Give it a good blend and pour it on a microwave-safe dish. Bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 17 to 20 minutes, and I like making mine aesthetic, so I added some banana slices, and et voila, you've got some luscious baked oats.
Baking can take up to 30 minutes, so stovetop or microwave is a good option too, but I couldn't stress enough the importance of cooking it correctly. To make sure your oats don't overflow in the microwave, get a wider and larger bowl, but the biggest thing is cooking it in smaller increments. If you're cooking it for like 2 to 2.5 minutes, it might overflow, so just drop it down to like 90 seconds. But here's the kicker: stir, 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 please. This is not a competition to see who can cook faster, Karen. Slow and steady wins the race. So relax, cook for 90 seconds, and then stir, stir, stir. Put it back in the microwave for 30 seconds, come out, stir, stir, stir again, and then repeat that process until it's your desired texture. Stovetop is way more simple, so all you do is lower the heat and then just stir it more frequently. But when you're using milk in the microwave, don't use as much liquid than you do with water, just because of I don't know the science behind it, but use less milk than you did in water. Someone comment down below what the science is behind that, because I have no clue. Here's some other ways to upgrade your oat game. Blended overnight oats. So you make your oats as you normally would, but blend it up and store it overnight. And in the morning, you'll have this creamy, good bowl of blended oats. Make power balls. This was like a really big trend back in like 2015, I feel like. Make granola. This is a little bit harder, but it's still really good. Try different types of oatmeal. Quick, rolled, steel cut. All of them hold flavor differently and have a different texture, so I would recommend trying them all. Whether you experiment with different flavors, try different cooking methods, or use different types of oats, there are plenty of ways to make oatmeal a more appealing breakfast. Don't be afraid to try something new and always have an open mind. Who knows, you may love oatmeal just as much as me. Probably not, but thank y'all so much for watching. I hope y'all have a blessed day, and I'll see you next week.
You didn't see that.